Welcome back to the Mixtape. I'm here in the cold, standing with Raxstar. How are you feeling?
A little bit colder than earlier.
Really?
I'm alright.
So, obviously there's loads of people out there that must approach you or send you emails with lyrics and stuff for you to check out. Are you always up for kind of checking new people out or giving them a chance?
Definitely. I think that there's more outlets now for people. So, I mean, one of the things is taking your own initiative. You can always, like, put a video up on YouTube. You can always spit stuff. There's so many people doing it and gaining followers by doing that kind of thing. So I think there's no excuses for anyone to do that kind of stuff. And if you drop me a link, I'll check it out. So
where can they catch you?
Twitter is probably the best place, at Raxstar. I'm on Facebook as well, /Raxstar1. YouTube. Twitter's probably the best, to be honest. And also my website's launching soon, raxstar.co.uk, so that'll have all the official links on there.
Now, you've also done a few shows, like, over the years, but do you prefer to be in the studio or out live with an audience and stuff?
It depends on how I'm feeling at that time. Like right now, I would rather be in studio. I'm in studio mode at the moment. And there are times when I want to be performing as well. So it kind of depends on how I'm feeling at that time. But it is a rush when you're performing and people know your lyrics and stuff like that, and you're performing in front of a big crowd as well. That is a rush, and yeah, it does depend on how I'm feeling at that time, to be honest.
Now, you seem to me like such a quiet and reserved person, but when we listen to your track, you're like so out there. But I'm going to put this on, you know, Rix's track, Defeat Me. You were crazy. I was like, is that Raxstar?
What was crazy about it?
You just like throwing all this stuff around, all that graffiti.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? There are different parts to people and different sides to everyone. So hopefully in my music people can see that, like, there is the introspective side and there is the kind of fun side as well. So, I mean, everyone's like that. It's just representing that in your music, which hopefully I'm doing a bit more now. And
what do you think about our music scene at the moment?
It's exciting, man. It's very exciting. I think that, I was thinking about this earlier actually, I think that there's such a variety in the US scene, in the UK scene, kind of the urban scene or whatever you want to call it. And there are people that are doing their own thing. You can't listen to someone and say, oh, that sounds like so-and-so's track, or that sounds like so-and-so's kind of music. Everyone's kind of got their own style, and I feel like a lot of Asian artists are kind of the same. Everyone's got kind of their own style and their own voice. That's important, and I think that's why it's a bit exciting as well. So people, you don't necessarily have to like this guy, you can like this guy, and you can still support someone that's in the scene.
Now, I always have a lot of people say to me that, you know what, there's no urban talent in our music scene. What do you have to say about that?
That's normally people who haven't listened or paid attention, to be honest. If you listen to one song or one video and you judge a whole scene by that, then you're quite foolish, to be honest. There's so much stuff out there. I mean, even if you judge an artist by one video track, that's quite foolish. You should check them out. You should check a whole mixtape, or check out their MySpace or SoundCloud or whatever. Listen to as many tracks as you can before you base your judgment on that. Because even if you look at big artists, you base your judgment on their body of work rather than one single. So people that obviously saying stuff like that, they don't know what they're talking about.
Now, you've been doing this music thing for a while. Now, from when you first started to now, how has it changed?
It's kind of been like, it was high, then it was low, and now it's kind of climbing up again. When we kind of came in like 2005, 2006, there was a kind of upward curve. It was exciting, like as I said before, like Rishi Rich, Jaggy D, all this kind of stuff was going on. Jay Sean had just come out, and there was a bit of a buzz. And then there was a lull for a long time. And that wasn't just in the Asian scene, that was like UK generally. There was a lull because there was kind of a glass ceiling, which has kind of been shattered now by a lot of urban acts that are doing well in the charts. And I think we're kind of behind them a little bit, but there's a climb basically now. So it feels like it's exciting again. And it kind of does feel like that beginning period from when I first came into the scene.
We're just a little bit behind, but we are coming out with some really nice stuff right now, and I think everyone's kind of working at it. Who would you like to work with in the future?
As in anyone, or?
Okay, let's go UK.
UK? See, this is a bit tough. You put me on the spot. To be honest, when I listen to someone, I think that I could work with this person. Like, one of the people that I think that I listened to quite recently, which I thought I'd be able to work with quite well, would be Ed Sheeran. I think his stuff's really good. I'd love to work with some like spitters, someone like Low Key, for example. I mean, all the guys that are my peers, that I feel like are my peers, I feel like I've done stuff with nearly everyone, or I'm in the process of working with them. So someone who's kind of not within this kind of circle, I would like to work with.
When I tweeted you one time, I did say that I can see you and Rix on a track with Low Key. And I don't know, the first time I met you, I just kind of put you two together because I just feel that you both have similar styles. What is it that you like about Low Key?
Low Key, like, just makes me want to quit making music, to be honest. The guy is like up here compared to everyone else lyrically. So just to get slaughtered on a track by him would be, I think, something, you know.
I'm gonna slaughter you.
I mean, yeah, it would be a challenge, I think, to be on a track with him, because you'd want to hold your own. But yeah, that's how you up your game, basically. And to be honest, I mean, I've been a fan of his for a long time. Key to the Game 1, Key to the Game 2, 3, like a long time before people kind of jumped on the bandwagon. And I knew he had skills from back then. So it'd be nice to kind of work with someone who you've seen grow. And I think I've grown a bit as well.
How about internationally? Who would you like to work with?
I would love to do Keep It Undercover Part 2 with Common, and over like the I Used to Love Her beat. I would love to do that. That's like one of my ideal collaborations. If people don't know, that song was based on I Used to Love Her by Common, so I think that would shut people up as far as people saying that I copied that concept. Yeah, I think Common, basically. Common, Talib Kweli and Kanye West, they're the three artists internationally, like MCs wise, that I would like to work with.
In terms of copying someone's concept, can't you say that you've taken someone's concept and you've kind of created your own thing out of their concept? Is that?
I think if you listen to the two tracks, you can see that's exactly what it is. Obviously, some people kind of don't pay attention to what you're saying. There are a lot of differences, and that is kind of, the concept is the same, but the story is my own, so yeah.
Okay, your top 3 Asian rappers.
Proper put me on the spot with that one. Jeez. Top 3. Okay, Swami Barakas. This is in no order, by the way. Swami Barakas, Sam Khan, and my boy A-Dot. He hasn't actually, he's kind of in the midst of doing something, but A-Dot is basically gonna prove himself to be a worthy MC this year.
I've heard his name mentioned a few times on the scene though.
Yeah, he was in One Blood. We had a track, me, him and Candyman, Come Closer, that came out in 2006 or 7, I can't remember now. But yeah, I mean, I'm working on him with some stuff, and I've heard some of his own stuff, and it's going to do well.
Top 3 UK rappers.
Low Key, Kalashnikov, and Akala.
So what else is coming up for you? What's 2011 saying for Raxstar?
2011 is hard work, basically. I'm focused. As I said, there's a 7-track remix EP that's coming out next week. There's my single and video that's dropping probably a week after that. Hopefully for Valentine's Day that will be out. I'm working on a mixtape. I've got a mixtape with another artist coming out, joint mixtape. Working on my own mixtape, working on my album. I've got 3 other singles. I've got a collaboration project with a couple of other MCs, and Beatboxer Echo, his track, basically, that's a video and a single. So much stuff.
Busy bee.
Yeah.
Message for the supporters.
Thank you, seriously, thank you, and I appreciate it all. Follow me on Twitter and let me know what you think.
Thank you for taking time out to talk to us. Raxstar here on the Mixtape. Peace.